Hello, fight fans. It's me, the most dangerous man alive today, bringing you a very special video presentation of Takada Best Bout 1992, Volume 2. I didn't know there was a Volume 1, but apparently this is Volume 2. I didn't see a Volume 1 out there, but it makes sense because if these were Nobuhiko Takada's best bouts from 1992, it's a pretty sorry year for Nobuhiko Takada. This is only going to be a smattering of random bouts. I guess these are the after runs, because definitely there's a couple more bouts that Takada had in 1992 that were better than what we have on this. If I sound a little huskier than normal, I'm getting over a cold, and I had been putting off this video until I got a little bit better. I figure now is as good a time as any. So just what is this Takada Best Bout 92 all about anyway? Well, it's bouts featuring the great one, Nobuhiko Takada, from 1992 while he was in UWFi, that's Union Wrestling Forces International, Takada's baby, his own wrestling fed, where he was the star. Yeah, as I said, these are just a random assortment of bouts, and definitely not the best bouts. So I guess all the good ones were on Volume 1. I don't think I'll ever find Volume 1, though. I think I'm lucky I got Volume 2. I'm skipping the intro bit of this video here because it pretty much spoils every single fight. I mean, like, why even have the video when you just show the highlights of what happens? Now, not to spoil anything, of course, they wouldn't call this Takada Best Bout 92 if they put any, surprises in there or like any losses of Takada during the year. Definitely not. There's none of those. Takada wins on every single one. Sorry to spoil it, fight fans. But in your own video, to leave nothing to the imagination, like absolutely no suspense when you just show the finishes of all the bouts. So I decided to cut that bit out, and we'll just press play after that intro bit. I don't have much more to say. I got some notes on the fights here, some details. So without further ado, let's check it out because this is a video that must be watched. It's Nobuhiko Best Bout 1992. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Go video, go! Now go video! There we go. Here we go! That's a marquee for one of the events. TBS? Do they have a TBS in... Okay, so that's October 1992. Yes, this is going to be our first bout. It's featuring there's Takada, and we saw Koji Katal. There he is. Oh, he's holding up his hands like a martial artist. That's good. Very good. Koji Katal, apparently, I didn't know he had more of a pro wrestling career. But yeah, apparently he was. He was in UWFi. Our first bout here, Takada versus Koji Katal. This happened at Combat Sports. Takada versus Katal. They named the whole event after that one fight. It was held on October 23rd, 1992 in Tokyo, Japan at the Budokan Hall in front of 16,500 fans. Here we go, 3 5-minute rounds. I think we're going to get to see all the rounds. Round 1! Look at Koji Katal. He's standing like, what is that supposed to be? A feng shui or a tai chi? Is he doing a tai chi thing here? Oh, God, he looks ridiculous. I do like his getup, though. It looks very nice. And we all know the truth. I mean, even though Koji Katal was a pretty shitty mixed martial artist, not to his own fault. I don't think he trained properly, but that's... I don't want to get off in the weeds here. We all know that Koji Katal would probably legitimately kick Takada's ass. Koji's arms look pretty buff. I was just noticing the back of his arms. There's Takada and his little tight purple trunks. Definitely not flamboyantly gay at all. Oh boy. So Koji Katal, coming out of his disgrace from sumo wrestling, was looking for work and decided he would get in the ring and do some pro wrestling. I don't think he did a whole lot in UWFi. You know, that's what was something I should have checked. How many matches did he have in the UWFi? I want to say he had 3. Maybe this is the only one. I don't know. Like I said, I should have taken a look. Here's Takada. He's delivering leg kicks. He's chopping a big man down. That's what you do. You know, Takada, for his shit MMA career, he displayed cunningness, I guess you could say, in his booking here. I mean, that's how you would fight a big man, is chop him down. So why didn't Takada actually apply this intelligence when it came to real fighting? I mean, if he could book... Would we just get a video frame around? What the fuck just happened? The video just magically had a video, or was that there the whole time? Have I not noticed that? Jeez. Anyway, as I was saying, Takada, if he could fantasy book a fight like this, where he shows intelligence, why couldn't he just game plan for a real fight? Unless he didn't book this fight and somebody else did and just told him what to do. Here's Takada juking and driving. He's going for the legs. He's chopping him down. Koji Kitao hasn't thrown a single strike yet, I don't think. Oh, he kicks him right in his jaw. His giant melon. Come on, throw a strike, Kitao. Punch him. That's it. That wasn't 5 minutes. Condensed round 1. They want us to get to the meat of the... Maybe this is going to be even funnier. Takada had them edit this fight to not show a single Kitao strike, to make Takada himself look even more badass. Like, Kitao couldn't even throw a single strike, and Takada just did all the work. That'd be awesome if Takada had him edit this video that way. He's telling him, don't put in any Kitao offense. Just put in my offense. Oh, there's a knee by Takada. Wow, look at that. Takada gets advantage there. Takada didn't really help too much on that lift there. That was mostly Kitao. I mean, look at those triceps. Look at the back of his arms. He's got plenty of muscle for sure. And there's no way... I just don't see Kitao being manhandled like this. Oh, he gets to the ropes. Rope break. Oh, we skip ahead here. Okay, there's no way Takada could win this situation here. Okay, Kitao would just overpower him immediately. Of course, we're in the fantasy zone of pro wrestling here. It's from my understanding that UWFi was really some of the best examples of shoot style pro wrestling. I don't think this match is a good example of that. But maybe some of the later matches here are going to be good examples of good shoot style. Ew, fucking Koji's bottom of his foot. Come on. He fixes his wrist guard. Koji Kitao fixes his fucking wrist guard. And that was end of round 2. Round 3. All right, here we go. Come on, Kitao. Use your Tai Chi. Kick him right in the dick. I just want to see this motherfucker Takada get just slapped. Just punched in the face. Ooh, go for a leg kick. He's trying to hold his hands. What are you, gay, son? Why are you trying to grab his hands? What are you, John Jones? Oh, he kicks him right in the face. He knocks him out. Oh, my God. Takada's such a badass. Kitao's falling out of the ring. He's fucked up. Oh, and the crowd is counting. Oh, my God. The crowd are such marks for Takada. Hoi! That looked pretty good. That was really good. Kitao, great job selling. I mean, he bounced his head off the mat. Really nice. I give Kitao props there. And Takada celebrating like he just beat Mike Tyson. Okay, buddy. You're the owner of your own federation and you just beat this guy that you paid some money to. Great job selling here. Kitao? Kitao did more wrestling. Didn't he use the name Fred Kitao? Wasn't he in like WWF or something like that? I don't know. Here's Takada. This is like True Hollywood Stories or 30 for 30, where he's given the stoic interview of that fight and how difficult it was fighting that sumo guy. Katao, he was a disgraced sumo wrestler, so there's a lot of shame that Katao carried. And Takada had to overcome that shame because that shame was rubbing off on Katao and starting to affect Takada's spirits. And Takada simply had to pull back and reach deep into his soul and find victory. That's what he said. Our interlude here, that's Gary Albright. He's wrestling Takada here in a tag team match. This fight, or this bout, was at the Root of Wrestling Nagoya Live on November 25th, 1992 in Nagoya, Japan at the Shuyuhashi Sports Center in front of 3,800 people. Albright in 1992 was built as the unstoppable machine during the first half of 92. He fought on every card and won every bout he was in, mostly by knockout or a fake knockout, including a knockout win over Takada in May of 92. Well, that would all change come September when Albright and Takada fought for the new UWFi World Champ belt. Takada, of course, would win, defeating the Beast Albright. After that, Albright would see a couple more losses come his way. So they built him up as this machine, this unstoppable force, and then he gets his ass kicked by Takada for the belt. Bout 2 here! It's Takada versus Dennis Kozlow. This match was at the Double Takada event. That's the name of the event, Double Takada. On December 20th, 1992 in Tokyo, Japan. At the Sumo Hall in front of 11,500. Any guesses on what the name Double Takada means, fight fans? Any guesses? If you guessed being molested by 2 Takadas in a darkened bedroom, you'd be wrong! Actually, the Double Takada name infers to the fact that Takada wrestled twice in one night on the same event. Yes, he's such an amazing man, he can go twice in one night. So this is the first of 2 fights for Takada at this Double Takada event. And Dennis, he's wearing a singlet, so you know he's a jobber. Oh, nice belly to back suplex there. That looked real good. He's working an arm triangle. Takada's in trouble there. Oh, but Dennis Kozlow just sort of fucks it up and lets go. Yep, Dennis Kozlow, he's wearing the American singlet, so you know for sure he's a fucking jobber. I think Gary Albright was the only one wearing a singlet that actually won matches. All the rest of these fucking slubs, oh, we skipped some of the boring parts there. It's Gary Albright. Oh, another belly to back super, or was that more of a belly to belly? Yeah, who gives a shit. Takada's going for a Kimura. Oh, and Dennis gets the rope. Get off him, Takada. Get to a neutral corner. Oh, Dennis, he's fucked up his shoulder. He's hurting. He's hurting. He's hurting for a certain, and he's in the ring with the best ever. Nobuhiko, the Great One. So Takada, obviously, that's his trademark. The purple, flamboyant. Another suplex here by Dennis Kozlow. He's good at that. Takada's good at ragdolling those. He makes it look good. And Kozlowski's going for an arm triangle there again. Now he's going for a headscarf. Oh, head scissors by Takada. He gets on top. He's going for an armbar. Nope. Oh, Dennis Kozlowski's almost turned out of it. Yeah, this is fun, shoot style. So far it's enjoyable. He's going for the... No, he's going for an ankle pull. He's going for Achilles pull. That ain't nothing. Look at Takada. He's like, psh, shit, son. This ain't nothing. I'm going to do my own. Oh, and Dennis Kozlowski's fighting it off. Oh, he's going for a heel hook. No, he's trying it on the other side. Heel hook is coming. Takada. Heel hook. Oh, they sort of flop around there. Get out. Who said that? What did they say? Dennis Kozlow. I do like his American singlet. It looks pretty nice. Oh, how many people were at this fucking event did I say? 11,500. Oh, high kick there by Takada. Kozlowski looks okay. Oh, leg kick. Another leg kick. Oh, he's really hurt. Oh, he's hurt his tendon. He's hurt his knee. The back of his knee. Oh. Yeah, he's ready to go. 5 minutes down. 5 minutes past and round one. Another leg kick. Body kick. Kozlowski trips him down. Nice. Excuse me. Gary Albert. What's he going? I call him Gary Albert. Oh, sorry there, fight fans. I was having a coughing fit. I think I'm okay now. My voice is going to be extra raspy now. Takada's going for an armbar! Oh, he's got to tap out. He's tapped out. Yes. Dennis Kozlow, jobber. And here's our second. We're right in about 3. It's our second of our double Takada main event. Or the double Takada duology, I called it. Yuhi Sano, my fave. Oh, come on. Yuhi Sano is just way too small. I love Yuhi Sano. I like his look. But man, he's a small fucking guy. Takada ain't no giant, but Takada was what, 6'1", 6'2"? Yuhi's got to be like 5'8". I am a big fan of Yuhi Sano. But come on, and what, like, Yuhi Sano would never be allowed to defeat Takada. I don't think he's wrestled Takada a bunch of times, but I think mostly it was in UWFi, and I don't think he ever won. It would be unfathomable that Yuhi Sano would ever win a bout against Takada. Even though I think Yuhi Sano was kind of a fan favorite, he was semi-popular. I don't really know for sure. I just taking a guess here. Oh, nice pullover. Headlock there by Takada. Oh, we skip ahead here we skip some more boring parts. Oh, he kicked him right in the dick! Ref! He's cheating! He's kicking his shit out. Oh, and he kicks him down with a head kick. Yeah, I like Yuhi Sano. I'm a big fan of him, even though he's a lump of shit. Confirmed lump of shit. I still really like him. Takada sees his path to victory. Oh no! Yuhi Sano's grabbed him. Oh, and he kicks Takada himself, and he's going for a suplex. Nice. Fall away suplex there. Takada, oh, he no sells. He's right up. He goes for a knee bar. And now Yuhi Sano's going for his own knee bar. And there's our first glimpse of my favorite character of this video. And we'll get more clips of it here. I won't spoil it yet until we get a good shot of it. It's coming. My favorite character. Kicks by Sano, slaps. This is pretty fun shoot style. I said it earlier, but this one equally good because I think, my problem with rings, like ring shoot style, is that Akira Maeda doesn't give a shit. And his matches suck, but at least Takada gives a shit. All right, here we go. There it is! My favorite character, the shit stain on Takada's trunks. We only got a quick glimpse of it because the cameraman realized there's a shit stain on Takada's trunks. Don't worry, fight fans. We almost got a better shot there. I will make sure you see a good glimpse of the shit stain on Takada's ass. Oh my god, it is hilarious. I don't know if Takada sharded and a little came out. It's probably just sweat, but let's just pretend it's a shit stain. Let's just go with it. Because, of course, Takada would have a shit stain on his ass. Takada, I will give him credit, though. He looked the part. I mean, he's definitely buff. Akira Maeda, you know, when he was running rings, he just didn't give a shit. I mean, his body looked like crap. He didn't put any effort into his matches. I mean, at least Takada's giving it his all. I mean, fuck, he's going twice in one night for one of his events. Come on. Okay, so he's super egotistical grandstander, hot dogger, showboater. There's the shit stain right in Yuhi's face. He's going for an armbar, but you know what? At least Takada was giving the crowd what they wanted. It's armbar, that's it. Tap out, Sano, you ain't got no chance. There you go. Takada topples Yuhi Sano once again. I think Yuhi Sano also got... There's more Takada in his celebrity secrets. Secrets. Conan O'Brien used to do that bit. Like Tom Hanks. Secrets. And then Tom Hanks, one of his secrets was that he was at a bathroom, you know, one of the urinals with Tom Selleck. And Tom Hanks turns to Tom Selleck and says, I guess we're just a couple of peeing Toms, huh? He'll never forget this angry silence of Tom Selleck. That's what Tom Hanks said in his celebrity secret. So going back to what I was saying, I think Yuhi Sano, he fought Sakuraba a couple times, but again, I don't think he ever beat Sakuraba either. Maybe he beat him when Sakuraba was first a rookie. Because of course, if Yuhi Sano's ever going to get a win, it's against a rookie who needs to work his way up to the top. On to our next bout here. Where are we at here? Destroying the fourth wall completely. Our next bout takes place in 1993. What the fuck? Why do you call it Best Bout 92 if we have a bout from 1993? Anyway, this bout sees Nobuhiko Takada taking on Kiyoshi Tamura, future Japanese MMA-ish star. This match took place at the event called Root of Wrestling Ryugoku on February 14th of 1993 in Tokyo at the Budokan Hall in front of 16,500 fans. Kiyoshi, of course, would become a legit MMA fighter after his practice run in shoot-style wrestling. Not only here in UWFi, but in the future under Ring's banner as well, doing more shoot-style. We'll see him in Pride at Pride 19, so pretty soon here, a couple Pride Resurrections. 2. 3. 2 more, and then we'll see tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Tamura! There's a young punk wanting a piece of Takada there. Here's the thing about Kiyoshi Tamura. His MMA record as listed on SureDog or Wikipedia is listed at 32, 13, and 3. But that record has about 15 fights in rings that took place while Rings was still a fake fighting promotion. So if you deduct those fights from Kiyoshi Tamura's record, you get closer to his real record, which is actually probably 18, 10, and 2. Just a little tidbit there for you. Kiyoshi, I like his look. He's a little skinnier. He'd kind of bulk up more. He would get on some secret diet. Oh my god, I just seen he looks ridiculous with them fucking socks and shoes. What is he supposed to be, a baseball player? Is that his gimmick? He's like, he comes straight off a baseball diamond. He looks fucking ridiculous. I can't laugh too much because then I'm going to start having a coughing fit again. But yeah, I like Kiyoshi Tamura. I don't know a whole lot about him. I'll learn more about him with you, fight fans, if you don't know a whole lot about him. When we, and I just fucking paused it. I'll have to edit that part out. When we get to see Tamura in Pride, I'll do a full review of his history. Takada's on top here. Of course, Tamura. I think he had just debuted for UWFi in 1992. He had a couple fights. Oh my god. Oh, look at that face. Look at his selling. Oh, his selling is awesome. Yeah, his selling is the best part so far of this video. His fucking selling is amazing. Oh, Tamura. That was great. We skip ahead here. He's going for his own knee bar now. And Takada's just sort of gently holding him up. That is awesome. Oh, and Takada has to go for a rope break. Will we get to see the shit stain? Does Takada have any shit stains on his shorts this time around? I didn't see it. Oh, leg kicks by Takada. Tamura is real kind of skinny here, and like I said, Tamura would bulk up. Maybe not so much in the legs, but in the upper body, he would get real bloated on some kind of good diet. He's got his hands up. He's ready for more. His hands are way up. Oh, kick right to the ribs, to the other ribs, to the legs. Oh, Takada's just putting on a kicking clinic on him. Takada's such a badass. Tamura, he does get the award for outstanding performance in selling. His selling is great. Takada slaps him, kicks him in the body, kicks him in the head. Tamura's ready to go down. Another head kick. Oh, he grabs the heel. He's going for an ankle lock. He's got it tightened down. Takada's in trouble. He's got to get... Takada's really putting him over here. You know, Tamura was still kind of a fresh face. What the fuck is this? 10-2 shit? Like, the numbers keep changing. What the fuck does that mean? They had some sort of weird scoring system where, like, your points would deduct or something like that in UWFi. 10? What the fuck does the 10 and the 2 mean? I don't know. Oh, push kick by... Oh, leg kick. Another leg kick. Tamura, he's on one wheel. And he gets head kicked. Oh, head kick. He's done. He's knocked out. He sits down. That was pretty good. Watch, he just goes straight down on this one. He goes straight down to his ass. That was actually pretty good. He goes bump. He's out. That was good. I like that. Oh. Tamura, he's done. What is that? Fucking spray paint with cold spray? They can spray that in his face? What are they doing? All this spray down the back of his head? That's hilarious. Jests. What is that? Is that his brand? Yeah, he's just so nonchalant, just talking about his best bouts. Like, oh yes, that's Kiyoshi Tamura. He had a lot of chi. But I had more chi than him that night. But I give him much respect. He had a lot of chi, for sure. More chi. Yeah, Keikai chi, whatever. Yeah, Takada's not flating himself at all in this video. Of course, this is his own federation. You know, he was the star. He was a legitimate star. What the fuck is happening here? Oh, he's stretching out the back. We're on to Bout 5. Damn it, it's another bout from 1993. This bout is Nobiko Takada versus Kazao Yamazaki at the Fight of Champions on April 10th, 1993 in Osaka, Japan, in the Furitsu Gym in front of 7,500 people. But yeah, anyway, you know, this is Takada's promotion. He's probably the director, the producer, everything. He's the booker. He's like the Vince McMahon, or he's like the Triple H. Oh god, what reference would make sense? He's like the Jeff Jarrett. You know, when Jeff Jarrett ran TNA, of course, Jeff Jarrett was champion, and he booked himself as like the champion and had all the storylines. So that's Takada's like Jeff Jarrett. Okay, so 15-15. What is the fucking 15s? So they start out with 15 points, and then it gets deducted as they do rope breaks and get knocked down, I guess. We're just going to go with that. Oh. Oh. Leg kick, and Kazao, he's staying back. So I wonder if Kazao's wearing black. He's got those giant, really kind of pulled out cross diamonds. They're like diamonds, but they're kind of like crosses. I don't know what they're actually supposed to be. Is he a bad guy? He looks like he might be a bad guy. Yeah, so at what point did Takada become like the megastar that he was here? Oh, we skipped some of the boring parts. Thank you. That was not too exciting. So we go from that stand up to this on the ground like fucking nothing happening. Yeah, good cut there, guys. Good cut. I wonder if Takada's editing it too. Just like his lack of ring prowess in MMA, he has no business being in the editing room editing videos because his editing sucks. He's going for a heel hook here. He's got it really twisted hard. This is his special move, the heel hook. He tapped out the legendary Mark Coleman with a heel hook. And Kozlow is just sort of laying there where he should be going for the ropes. He doesn't even want to try and go for it. He just wants to shake his head and ignore the pain. So what year did... okay, thank you. We skipped that part. And we go to this. What year did Takada become the megastar? Because in rings, 1990... no, not... UWF. I'm thinking UWF. Takada wasn't in rings. UWF in 1989. Akira Maeda was still like the star, but Takada was being booked pretty high up there, and I think Takada was part of one of the founders, or I don't know, guys running the show at UWF. I don't know. So was it 1989, 1990 that Takada became the big star, that he became the celebrity of pro wrestling? Because from what I understand of Japanese pro wrestling, and I don't understand a whole lot. I know jack shit about Japanese pro wrestling. There wasn't a whole lot happening in normal Japanese pro wrestling. It was all like shoot style. It was the biggest thing, especially during this period, the early 90s. I mean, you know, if you have UWFi here filling 16,000, 7,000, you know, those are pretty good sized crowds. I don't know what New Japan Pro Wrestling or All Japan Pro Wrestling were doing, but I think this shoot style stuff here was... Oh, he kicks him right in the chin. He knocks him down. He's hurt. The shoot style stuff was pretty formidable. I don't know if anybody knows any details on what was happening with Japanese pro wrestling. Where was New Japan? Where was traditional pro wrestling in a contraction period? You know, it was kind of... it wasn't dead, but it was just, you know, kind of slow at the time, and shoot style was all the rage. Oh, he kicks him right in the face, and Kozlow's down. I think that's it for old Kozlow, Yamazaki. Oh, he's going to try and get up. Oh, ref, no, you better call it. I don't think he can go. No, that don't look good, ref. You're going to give him a concussion here. You let him keep going. Now he's going for toe hold. He's going for ankle lock. He's got him all twisted up here. It's kind of like a high toe hold that's over the shoulder there. It's like a inverted heel hook. I don't know what the fuck you call this thing. He pulls him back. That's actually... Oh, he didn't even have he didn't even have pressure applied when Kozlow tapped out. I was wondering if anybody had ever applied like a toe hold heel hook like that, where they lay the toes up over the shoulder, up over the slope of the neck there. I had fantasies about applying a move like that. You see, what I do, fight fans, is when I'm laying down, going to bed, and my mind is restless, I think of innovative submission maneuvers. And I'm not joking. I literally go over in my head like submission moves, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stuff, new style of submission moves. I go over this stuff in my head. Now, if only I had practice dummies or dill holes from the high school that I could practice this stuff on. Maybe I could be the next Hickson Gracie. Inventor of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu submission holds. So anyway, that was one I had kind of thought of, is laying the toes up over the slope, and they're like, oh my god, I missed it to reveal. There he is, Dan Severn, yes. Look at that glorious mustache. That's right. Did you know Dan Severn pro wrestled in UWFi? There he is. He's wearing the singlet. The USA singlet. Not as good as Dennis Kozlowski's. And as we know, that is the jobber singlet. So can you guess how this match goes? Anyway, this bout took place at the Root of Wrestling Nagoya Live. No, that didn't. No, I have some notes here. Dan Severn debuted for UWFi in November of '92 at the Root of Wrestling Nagoya Live, where Dan Severn beat Yuki Miyato. This was a full 2 years before Dan would step into the cage for his first MMA bout at UFC 4 in December of '94. Takada versus Severn here took place at the Fight of Champions 2 on May 16th, 1983 in Tokyo, Japan at the Budokan Hall in front of 16,000 fans. As I said, Dan is wearing a jobber singlet, so we can guess how this goes. Of course, fight fans, we shouldn't expect to see any match on this video, and we haven't, where Takada loses, being that it's called Takada Best Bout. But we know the truth. We know the truth. There is no universe in which Dan Severn would ever lose to Nobuhiko Takada in a real fight. Even given infinite alternate universes and infinite possibilities, there is no way, and not a single one of those infinite universes would Dan Severn ever legitimately lose to Nobuhiko Takada. We know this. We know this. It's like the Gavin McGinnis conundrum, I guess you could call it, or the Gavin McGinnis theory. You know, it's like a monkey typing at a keyboard, right? And a monkey typing at a keyboard, given an infinite amount of time, will eventually write the works of Shakespeare. You know, just randomly pushing keys, the monkey in one string will type out the works of Shakespeare in one straight shot, given an infinite amount of time. And if you reduce that to a 1 and 0, then the chances of that are even higher, you know, if you break it down to binary code. Anyway, you have to think of the universe as this monkey at a keyboard. You have an infinite amount of space, an infinite amount of stars, an infinite amount of worlds surrounding those stars. So you have an infinite amount of possibilities for life, which means that anything you could think of is possible, you know? So there could be a world out there inhabited only by Colombian good vibes, and they speak in Old English. It's a possibility because you have infinite amount of worlds, infinite amount of possibilities for life. But you know, fight fans, that's not real. That can't be. You know, there is not a world out there inhabited only by Colombian good vibes speaking in Old English. Just like we know there is no world out there, or no universe out there, where Nobuhiko Takada could legitimately beat Dan Severn. You know in your heart, even if there's infinite possibilities, infinite alternate universes, you know there's not a single one of those infinite, one of those universes where Nobuhiko Takada actually can beat Dan Severn. Oh boy. Anyway, that whole Gavin McGinnis theory is his proof of God, being that if you know that the math equation, you just apply it. Instead of the monkey at a keyboard, you apply it to the universe. It's the same thing. You know, the universe is endless. Assumedly, it's endless. And there's billions of stars, billions of planets. For all intents and purposes, the universe is infinite. The number of planets are infinite. The number of planets that could produce life is infinite. So the possibility of whatever life you could imagine is possible. But you know that there isn't a world where only Colombian good vibes have formed and they speak in Old English. You know that's not true. So if that's not true, then what does that mean? So I have not been paying attention, but from what I've seen, Takada is kicking the shit out of Dan Severn. Dan Severn! Come on, Dan. You're better than this. You're better than this. I wonder how much Dan was getting paid for this. Oh my god, Dan Severn's selling is great. Dan Severn, humble beginnings. He goes from getting beat up by Nobuhiko Takada to fighting 127 times in an MMA cage. Takada's going for an armbar. There you go, Dan Severn's tapping out. Oh, Dan Severn, you'll go on to bigger and better things, and Nobuhiko Takada will become a millionaire. Dan Severn, I think he's doing okay. He's not doing as bad as some of the other pioneers of MMA. Nobuhiko Takada, meanwhile, I was just going to say Nobuhiko Takada didn't put any blood into the game. He didn't really sacrifice. But he created pride. I mean, kind of on a fluke he created pride, you know, just to promote a fight between him and Hickson. But look what came of that. It was a fluky creation. Pride, you know, Pride around Pride 3, it was on its deathbed pretty much. Pride 3. Pride wasn't doing well. You know, they started off on a high note, and then Pride 2, Pride 3, oof. Pride was just about done, and then they brought in that young guy, I forget his name. Kind of took over because Nobuhiko Takada and Saki Kabara were running the show. And the Yakuza gangsters, whoever, they dissolved. KRS, which was the promotion body of Pride, they dissolved that, and they formed Dream Stage Entertainment, a new Yakuza front. And they brought in this young accountant to run the show, and he turned it around. Well, that's a story for another day, though. Anyway, I'm going to say Takada didn't really put any blood in the game. He just sort of got on a fluke. He made MMA super huge in Japan. He didn't really sacrifice that much. But a guy like Dan Severn really kind of did. You know, Gary Goodridge, a lot of the pioneers of MMA that gave a lot, and they didn't get a whole lot out of it later in life. And here's a recap of Takada and his awesome victories in this Volume 2 of Best Bout 92. This video was okay. If you like shoot style, this is a good shoot style. If you don't like shoot style and you watch some of the other shittier shoot style, this is sort of a more fun, high energy, action packed shoot style. And these matches were edited okay for the most part, to take out maybe the boring shit and actually show some more of the action. So I'll say that maybe this was favorably edited, and maybe there was, the kick didn't even connect. Fuck you. There's Vader. That must have been on Volume 1. Oh, why didn't I get to see that match? Oh, there's Vader against Nakano. Elvis Nakano, and he tries to push Vader. Oh, why couldn't we seen that match? Probably on Volume 1 was Takada's bouts against Albright. So anyway, as I was saying, maybe this video was edited favorably to take out the boring shit, so maybe these matches weren't as good as they were made to look. on this video. And there's Takada giving us his final thoughts. Fuck you, Takada! Is he getting slapped? What is he saying? Who slapped him in the face? Is that his gym? Is that his dojo? Is that the Takada dojo? Got some fucking old ass weights in the back there. Jank ass wrestling ring. He puts no money into the Takada dojo. In fact, he extracts. The Takada dojo only exists so Takada can extract money from starstruck Japanese pro wrestling wannabes. So was Takada the director or producer? That's it. Video's over. What did you think of this Takada Best Bout? This is the first and only episode of We Love Takada. There shall never be another one. This is the most props that Takada is going to get. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Correct me on all the stuff I've gotten wrong, or if you have any thoughts on what was going on with Japanese pro wrestling circa 1992. I am the most dangerous man alive today. A little under the weather, but I'm getting better. And I'm going to wish you goodbye, good luck, good luck. Jesus. I better end the video now because I'm really slurring my words. Bye.